Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and this video is brought to you by the online BBallBreakdown membership. Click the first link in the description below to learn more and join.
Good.
The Toronto Raptors are the 2019 NBA champions, and they beat one of the all-time greatest teams with a potent mix of offense, defense, hustle, and determination. While we can all point to Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard as the main catalyst to their success, and Kyle Lowry for his timely shots and key playmaking, there was another player whose effect on the team during their 4 wins versus their 2 losses, who was arguably the biggest key to unlocking the whole series for we the North. And it was because of this guy's play that the Raptors were able to finish out Game 6 strong and hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Of course, Kawhi's numbers overall in this series were simply dominant. He had the perfect mix of allowing the offense to generate easy shots for him like he was a role player, and isolation hero ball when they were desperate for a bucket in the middle of a big Warriors run. But comparing his numbers between wins and losses shows a remarkably consistent player, with only his field goal percentage taking a noticeable hit when they lost. Kyle Lowry's profile is very similar as well. His scoring numbers were almost the same, and surprisingly, he shot better from the floor when the Raptors didn't win. One clear indicator for Leonard, Lowry, and the whole team was three-point shooting. When they shot well, they won, and both their percentages took big hits when the Warriors took games 2 and 5. But without question, the biggest swing among any of the Raptors' rotation players was Pascal Siakam. He scored almost 12 points per game more in the victories, and check the difference in his field goal percentages. They are staggering. The first thing that jumps out at you is his three-point shooting. He missed all of his three-point shots he took in the 2 losses, and it was clear the Warriors were going to help off of him and invite the long ball as much as they could, since many of these were completely wide open shots that he just couldn't hit. The game plan didn't change during the wins, he just hit a league average amount. But let's not get too carried away, since the number of attempts overall were quite small. But in a series this close, every point counts. The biggest contribution he made, however, was in his overall scoring, as we saw an increase in almost 12 points per game and a 26 percentage point increase in shooting efficiency. One of the biggest areas he did his damage was in transition, where he could grab a rebound and just take off down court. The Warriors had no one that could match up with his size and length, and he was able to get into the lane and flip up shots over the defenders. But he could also use his speed to get up court in a hurry, and if it was a guard back there, forget about it. He also did it in isolation, and what was remarkable was how he'd go at defensive stalwarts like Draymond Green, making him look completely ineffective as a defender, powerless to stop his moves to the basket. Iguodala is arguably the Warriors' best on-ball defender, and Siakam ISO'd on him multiple times, and Iggy couldn't handle the advantage he had in length and height. In a throwback to an earlier age, Nick Nurse made sure to get him down low on the block with his back to the basket, and he continually made every one of his defenders look too small to guard him down there with his very solid moves, generally jumping off both feet for a jump hook with nice touch around the rim. But the thing that ended up hurting the Warriors' defense the most was the Raptors' pick and roll, and it allowed Siakam plenty of 4-on-3 advantages as the roll man attacking downhill. He continually showed an ability to attack the rim strong, absorb contact, and finish with touch, even against the strength of Andrew Bogut. Or slipping back into the lane where Lowry could creatively squeeze the ball to him for a key bucket to maintain their double-digit lead in Game 4. None of these shots were more important than his short roll near the right elbow as he calmly Euro steps by the foolish reach-in by Draymond to drop this bucket in, giving them the crucial three-point cushion they needed to survive Game 6. In order to survive the cruel world of the NBA, you'll see players turn to their fashion choices to help them along their path to success. And it's the same path you can take as a man living an active lifestyle. Just visit Rhone.com and check out their incredible selection for every occasion. Their unparalleled quality and comfort covers you from the office to long commutes to hanging out with friends and even the gym. I got their Sequoia quarter zip pullover. I love how it feels and fits. It keeps me at the perfect temperature, and it's officially my favorite thing I wear. And I can get you 20% off your first purchase if you go to Rhone.com/breakdown and use promo code breakdown right now. In the end, the Raptors hopped on Kawhi's shoulders and let him carry them to the title. Without question, he deserved the Finals MVP. And Kyle Lowry's incredible first-half scoring burst gave them a much-needed jolt in a closeout game. Plus, his 10 dimes were all instrumental, including finding Siakam under the hoop here midway through the fourth quarter of an incredibly tense game. But without Siakam's versatility, athletic ability, and cold shot making from all around the floor, the Raptors aren't getting to 4 wins despite the heroics from Leonard. And what's scary is that this guy only started playing the game at 17 years old. He is still catching up, and I see his trajectory along the same path as Scottie Pippen, but with more three-point shooting ability and freedom. Even if Kawhi Leonard leaves Toronto in free agency this summer, the Raptors' future is very bright with a young core of Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, OG Anunoby, and Pascal Siakam as the 4th Infinity Stone. Sports fans, Coach Nick again, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I've got a new online basketball membership where I share with you the best of what NBA teams are doing to help you be more successful on the court. Click the first link in the description or the pinned comment below to learn more. And don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know how you feel about today's video. Check your settings to make sure you get notified each time we drop a new one. After all, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?